Hello, my people. I am back with it again. You know, don't mind me just laying down there. I was kind of falling asleep a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long day, And yesterday I noticed that the audio from the last video was really like low. I didn't even notice. It's because It's because over the weekend I was doing something and then I forgot to change it, like a dumbass. But today we're gonna react to another video. Hopefully, I think the audio and shit is okay now. But we're gonna watch a Patrick CC video. I have not watched a Patrick CC video in I don't know how long. It's been forever. At least on this channel. I have not watched a Patrick CC video on this channel in forever. So I'm kind of excited to watch what he got going. He posted it yesterday, actually. I seen this today. I was like, oh yeah, I definitely gotta react to this. But it's about how what you call it, the rebrand of Mark Zuckerberg. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga is definitely AI. 100% that nigga is definitely AI. But without further ado, bro, I'm gonna stop wasting your times. Let's get right into it, bro.
Mark Zuckerberg
Make sure everything's right.
You fooled.
Okay,
he has spent the past year suspiciously transforming his image from the geeky Silicon Valley genius to a red-pilled alpha bro. And all it took was one conversation on the Joe Rogan podcast to expose the evil intentions behind.
Can I hear it? I didn't hear this.
The third richest man in the world wants you to think he is just like.
Who's first? Is it Bald Man? Bald Man with my Amazon package. Is he first? I'm guessing second is Elon. Right, that would make sense.
You. He dresses like you. He works out like you. He likes to have fun and be silly like you. He even loves his family just like you do.
Fuck no, you don't love your child. Why would you name your kid that? First off. Second off. First off. Okay, what's the second thing? Second off, you act like a damn robot, bro. We is not the same. You act like, I don't know, you is robotic.
Oh, and most importantly, after decades of harvesting your data and controlling the information shown on your social media feed, he now stands for lower censorship and celebrating your First Amendment right on his platforms. He wants to gain back your trust.
We don't trust you, bro.
Today we are going to uncover what is real.
What that Metro Boomin and Future song. We don't trust you. Sorry, bro. We still don't trust you.
Going on behind Mark Zuckerberg.
Bro, I fucking hate this chair, bro.
Isn't it ironic that a seemingly antisocial, unrelatable Harvard genius created the framework for the future of human social interaction? If you ever heard Mark have a conversation, you wouldn't exactly mistake him for a socialite.
Yeah. Seem to be replacing Larry and Sergey as the people out here who everyone's talking about. You're just staring at me.
Is that a question?
Because
you're just staring at me. Was that a question? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not the most social person, but clearly neither is he. Clearly, I ain't gonna lie. Why would you get on an interview if you can't even talk like that?
Because of his awkward demeanor, frequent glitches in speech, and beady, soulless eyes, some people legitimately believe he is not human. He is some sort of crash test dummy with AI software installed. And look, even though I try to keep my videos mostly objective and fact-based, I also love me a good conspiracy theory. Zuckerberg not being
Patrick, you looking good, bro. I haven't seen your ass in like a minute, bro. How you been? Why haven't I seen your channel in a minute? What is wrong with me? You know what? I liked it. I'm gonna just say what a great video. Where is my okay, when did my comments become on the bottom again? What this is a you can't see it because my head's in the way. Is a great vid. W I haven't even commented on this shit in a minute either. But I miss Patrick. Yes, he's at 2 mil. Was he at 2 mil last time I seen him?
Being a real human has way too much evidence for you to not even consider it just a little bit.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human.
I was. Nah, I slipped up.
But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
Zuckerberg, I
definitely was.
Your first visit to Capitol Hill back in 2010.
Control Houston, please call station for voice check.
All right, station, this is Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook. Can you hear me okay?
It's a pleasure to talk with you today.
Great to talk to you guys too. And is astronaut ice cream a real thing?
That zoom in is crazy. I miss hearing his music. I miss it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glazing Patrick CC here, but I literally love his music choice. It just, I don't know. It gets me in. Like it just pulls me in. I really love his music choice. I haven't heard this shit in a minute. You are. Nah. You a lizard person.
And it makes it even harder for him to beat these allegations when he explains to Joe Rogan how basic human conversations work, as if he just made a revolutionary discovery.
Your kind of subconscious kicks in, you start thinking about the topic. So it's
Echo?
Like you might not actually have the thing that you want to say until like 5 minutes later. Right. And like when we started this conversation, I think like the first few minutes were just kind of slow. It's like warming up. Like, I'm like, okay, kind of like downloading into my memory. Like how am I going to like...
Yo, memory? I ain't gonna lie. You wasn't really talking to that many people then. I ain't gonna lie.
Explain these different things, but it's yeah, no, I just think that's sort of how
I think Mark really is a
We
robot.
do know that CEOs transform their image and speech to be kind of robotic on purpose. They do rigorous media training because one wrong answer, one wrong word, even a wrong display of emotion can result in overwhelming bad publicity, which could drive down the stock price and upset shareholders.
That would be
but
terrible.
Mark's robotic demeanor has generated a vast range of conflicting opinions about him, with many believing that he is a power-hungry oligarch looking to destroy human civilization. But to understand where those suspicions came from, we must dive into the dark history of Facebook's origin.
Oh, like when he took that, when he like fucked everybody else and then just took Facebook for himself, and then Andrew Garfield smashed his computer and almost beat his ass. Not playing. That movie was good though, I'm not gonna lie.
Facebook was a stolen idea. In 2004,
It really
Cameron
was.
and Tyler Winklevoss wanted to create a website for Harvard students to add people as friends, send them messages, and update their personal profiles to notify friends about themselves. They called it Harvard Connection, which was later rebranded to Connect You, and they partnered with Mark Zuckerberg to build the website. But Mark had other plans. In leaked instant messages to a friend from his college years, Mark wrote, "So you know how I'm making that dating site? I wonder how similar that is to the Facebook thing, because they're probably going to be released around the same time, unless I f the dating site people over and quit on them right before I told them I had it done." He later confirmed to that friend that he intended on screwing the Winklevosses over, and Mark did exactly that. He built Facebook while delaying Connect You, lying to the Winklevosses and not meeting deadlines. As if stealing their idea and sabotaging their company wasn't scummy enough, Mark also showed how conniving he truly is, attempting to destroy the Winklevosses' reputation. After he left the Connect You team, he hacked into their server, exploited a flaw in their system, and created another Cameron Winklevoss account before Mark admits, "We copied his account, like his profile and everything, except..."
The fuck? I mean, I already knew this, but like, damn, it's crazy to hear it again. Damn. He, like, really think about it. He really did that shit. That's really scummy, bruh. Damn. I see why I never use Facebook. Well, I mean, I do. I do it for the fucking marketplace, but that's about it. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, you notice how every single time I keep doing this, it's literally because it doesn't matter how much pressure I put on it. Like, literally, if I just do this, it's gonna always go down.
Is this syrup?
Yes, that's syrup. But like, look at this. Why is it doing this? Like, why? I need a new chair, bro. Please give me a subscribe to me, bro. Please, I'm broke.
I made his answers all like white supremacists.
My broke 18-year-old.
Mark was extremely aware of his twisted intentions. He even called Facebook users dumb for trusting him. And your data being in control of someone untrustworthy may not seem like a big deal.
I mean, fuck him.
You or I could go to any data broker's website right now and
oh my god,
ad.
It's
completely legal. Big companies with poor security are getting hacked every day, and your personal information is being sold on the dark web, so spammers, scammers, and identity thieves can target you. If the government can do something like ban TikTok, why won't they protect you from these similar practices?
Because they're stupid.
It's on us to protect ourselves, which is why I use today's sponsor.
I knew it, bro. I called it a sponsor. I was like, this is definitely a sponsor. Get your bag, man. Get your bag.
notifications. Does your current VPN have all those other features too? You can go to my link, aura.com/PatrickCC, to try 14 days for free. That will be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data is exposed. Even his Facebook co-founder was not safe from Zuckerberg's path of destruction. Eduardo Saverin was Mark Zuckerberg's roommate.
Yeah,
this
guy.
The idea for Facebook. Eduardo invested $20,000 into the company and was paying for server costs, which was discovered through these leaked messages from Mark's old computer. In return, Saverin was awarded roughly a 30% stake in the company. As the vision for Facebook grew, so did the demands of building it. Mark and the other co-founders packed up and moved to Silicon Valley, the heart of tech innovation, to pour their energy into expanding the platform. Meanwhile, Eduardo moved to New York, focusing on another startup called Jaboozle. Eduardo was responsible for...
I've never heard of that before. I'm guessing Jaboozle didn't work.
...setting up the legal structure for Facebook, raising additional capital, and crafting...
Then there comes some diehard fans. Actually, Jaboozle was great back in 2009. So I don't know what the hell this YouTuber is talking about. My fault. That's all I gotta say about that. My fault.
Did not efficiently do, according to Mark. As Facebook gained momentum, cracks in their partnership widened. Eduardo's distance from the day-to-day operations frustrated Mark, who had started collaborating closely with Silicon Valley heavyweights like Sean Parker and Peter Thiel.
Oh, wow.
Eventually, Mark and his allies devised a controversial strategy. Through a series of complex and ethically questionable legal maneuvers, they restructured the company to dilute Eduardo's ownership. His stake in Facebook plummeted from 30% to just about 4% by the time Facebook
what's like the turn they did, bro? What did they do?
Public. But Eduardo's story didn't fade quietly into the background. Thanks to the dramatic courtroom battles that followed, his own accounts of the events in his book, and the $224 million box office hit movie The Social Network, the world had an extremely negative view of Mark Zuckerberg. Mark said that the movie, quote, made up a bunch of stuff that I found kind of hurtful.
Made up a bunch of stuff? I hate to say it, bro. It sounds kind of true. You kind of did fuck the guy, too. I'm not gonna lie. Andrew Garfield kind of did. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Mark Zuckerberg really is weird. Didn't he try to like get TikTok banned too? Just so he can buy it in America, but obviously they're not gonna sell it to him.
You ever end up
I don't get that.
seeing the film, the Social Network?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. Oh, no, thanks. What did you think?
It was interesting.
Interesting. You know what? I'll take it.
Now, some people look at Mark's past as nothing more than a cocky 19-year-old kid making teenage mistakes.
I think so.
While others feel that this is an extremely concerning origin story
for
the man who currently has control over the privacy.
He kind of doing too much.
Of 3 billion people around the world. Mark has fought relentlessly to maintain an incredible amount of power at Facebook. He quite literally cannot be fired. While he only owns about 13% of the company, he also personally controls nearly 60% of the voting power of Facebook shares.
Wait. You talking about Mark, right? He only owns 13%? Really? Did I hear that wrong?
He quite literally cannot be fired. While he only owns an incredible amount of power around the world,
I was not paying attention for a little bit.
Relentlessly to maintain an incredible amount of power at Facebook. He quite literally cannot be fired. While he only owns about 13% of the company,
he also 13?
personally controls nearly 60% of the voting power of Facebook shares. Because there are two kinds of Facebook stock. The Class B shares that Zuckerberg and other insiders own have 10 times the voting rights of Class A shares.
Damn.
Because of Mark's shady past and immense power, the press put a little bit of pressure on him. However, Mark refused to give straight answers, particularly when it came to privacy. Like in 2010, when he was asked a very simple question and began to sweat profusely, panicking for seemingly no reason.
Can I see this?
Do you feel like it's a backlash, or do you feel like you're violating people's privacy? Do you feel like you're portrayed?
Well, he should.
Because they want to wonder about the
nigga nervous.
Who actually created this thing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff happened.
I'm sorry, I heard somebody coughing in the background. I don't know why that made me laugh.
Happened along the way. I think
that really shouldn't have made me laugh, but it did.
Points and turning points along the way in terms of building things. I can't go back and change the past. I can only do what we think is the right thing going forward.
Yeah, bro, I don't know what to say.
Before we move off this privacy thing, and I thought that was a fascinating answer.
Okay, you want to take off the hoodie?
You know, I never take off the hoodie.
I know you don't. What's with that?
No.
Girls?
Whoa.
Damn, he's sweating a lot.
Sorry.
Is it that hot in there?
Maybe I should take off the hoodie.
But what exactly was he hiding?
Yeah,
Well,
what is he
maybe
hiding?
the main driver of his revenue. Since Facebook is a free service, they make nearly all of their revenue by selling advertisements.
Yeah.
The surface level business model is relatively simple. The more time users spend on the app, the more ads they can show. Therefore, the goal is to keep growing the user base and keep people on the app as long as possible. But
Right.
the amount of data that they collect about you in order to show you these ads is not only ethically questionable, it's borderline surveillance. They receive your
Borderline?
credit score, your IDs, physical location,
Damn.
political and religious beliefs, all of your text messages, microphone access, web browsing history. They quite literally get access to your entire
Everything.
life just because.
That's actually crazy. Holy shit. I mean, this has like been a thing for years, obviously, and everybody's been talking about it forever. But like, it's just crazy to think about how like they really like. I mean, a lot of apps do this. The same thing that Facebook is doing, bro. So if anything, if you have a phone at all, you technically have no privacy. That's kind of what you kind of sacrifice when you get a phone, for real, if you think about it.
Because you want to use their app and they want to sell you specialized advertisements. Then again, you did agree to their terms of service.
Exactly.
And you do have the ability to opt out. But the practices they use to keep you on the app is nearing psychological warfare. In 2016, a whirlwind of chaos erupted. We had the most turbulent presidential election in history, the Brexit referendum, and billions of people spending more time than
The thing about the elections is like, why is it such like a big competition deal? You know, why can't it be like, you know, a friendly competition? like I feel like didn't it like used to be like that? It didn't like have all this attention. Like niggas didn't hate each other. At least I think that's what happened with Obama. Word, bro. Obama the GOAT. Make him president again. I don't give a damn, bro. Fuck that term bullshit, bro. Just make him president again.
Before online, and Facebook decided to change the way their algorithm worked. Mark wrote in an update letter, "We will also prioritize posts
if he actually
that spark
does
conversations
like
and
if he
meaningful
somehow managed find a way and like he can run again, on God I'm voting him, bro. On God, I have not voted for anybody. I didn't vote anybody in Trump versus Kamala Harris, but I ain't gonna lie, if Obama runs again, shit, bro. I'm up at 5 a.m. trying to vote. Fuck, I look like. That's how excited I'd be.
People. To do this, we will predict which posts you might want to interact with.
This is not a politics channel though. So
feed. Now the problem was what the algorithm deemed as the most meaningful content. For the most politically oriented 1 million American users, nearly 90% of the content that Facebook shows them is about politics and social issues.
Yeah.
Now combine that with an even bigger problem: political and social issues that made people angry were designed to reach the tops of people's feeds. The algorithm had assigned reaction emojis, including the angry emoji, 5 times the weight of a simple like, according to company documents. This meant that millions and millions of people were essentially trapped in an echo chamber of argumentative content about political and social issues.
So I don't be on Facebook.
But it gets worse. A private company with sinister intentions was able to obtain
TikTok better
from Facebook due to inadequate oversight. Remember those goofy
You know what's even crazier? I don't even post any of my clips on Facebook. By the way, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. Cause I post on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram. I don't post on Twitter or Facebook. I don't like Twitter at all. I hate all the people in there. They all suck. I don't care if you're a Twitter nigga who just sits on Twitter all day talking about some dumbass opinion. No one cares about your opinion. I look at niggas' opinions. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? They gotta be rage baiting. And then Facebook is just kind of like, I don't know. It never picked up my interest, bro. The only interest I have in it is literally Facebook Marketplace, and that's it. That's literally it.
You'd see back in the day on Facebook. Well, chances are if you took one, you helped fuel political propaganda.
I didn't hear this.
Facebook due to inadequate oversight. Remember those goofy personality quizzes you'd see back in the day on Facebook?
Not at all.
Chances are if you took one, you helped fuel political propaganda. Alexander Kogan created an app called This Is Your Digital Life. The app was presented as a personality quiz that required users to be logged into Facebook to take.
Oh, wow.
Not only did it collect the quiz data, but also all of the personal information that Facebook takes from you. The app also accessed data from users' friends without their explicit consent.
Oh, that's stupid.
It harvested information from up to 87 million Facebook profiles and sold the data to
Damn.
Cambridge Analytica, who then created psychological profiles of Americans for targeted political advertising, deep diving into their exploitable traits obtained from Facebook likes.
That is bullshit.
The Kenyatta campaign, which we ran in 2013 and 2017 for Kenyatta.
And what you have done in the Kenya?
We have rebranded the entire party twice, written their manifesto, done 2 rounds of 50,000 surveys.
Huge amounts of research, analysis, messaging.
Then we'd write all the speeches and we'd stage the whole thing. So just about every element of his campaign.
But Mark vehemently denies that social media contributes to political radicalization
Right.
or polarization.
Cap.
Grounding this conversation in
Me
the
lying.
actual research that has been done on this, which by and large finds that social media is not a
You know what? It makes sense why they wanted TikTok banned, because they couldn't restrict anything. They couldn't like so many people have said so many bad things about Trump on TikTok, and they can't control that because TikTok is not, on in America and shit like that. So obviously they wanted to take it back, but then they wanted Trump to put it back on, that way he can save face. But obviously it was, I ain't gonna lie, bro, when they banned TikTok, it was kind of stupid. It was really dumb. It was going for a day, not even, I don't know, it wasn't even going for that long. I feel bad for people who actually deleted it and they still can't get it back. But I didn't delete it. I almost did by accident, but then I remember, I was like, wait, fuck, if I delete it, it might not be able to come back. And that was before I even knew, like, if you delete it, it won't come back. So thank God I didn't delete it, and thank God I have a brain.
a large driver.
Sorry for anybody else who
So,
lost it.
The question is, what are the unique phenomena?
You're not dumb.
And I think
understand
for the
why.
people who are trying to say, hey, social media is the thing that's doing this, I think that clearly doesn't hold up, because social media is a phenomenon that is pretty much equivalent in all of these different countries.
Now, in all fairness, this is exactly how we would expect him to respond. But this raises an even more important question. Is it Facebook's civic responsibility to regulate these radical individuals' behavior? Or is it the user that needs to take accountability for their own actions and beliefs? But is it even their fault if they are—
I mean, to be fair, always read terms and conditions. Even though I don't at all. Like, I don't do that shit at all. Fuck reading all that shit. That's a lot of shit to read. But, always read terms and conditions. Maybe they say it in a little fine print. And then just don't get on the app. I mean, as simple as that. At the same time, it's like they really shouldn't be doing that in the first place, though, Like, it's kind of weird.
They're being psychologically manipulated by algorithms. Or more importantly, are these politically charged posts even being made by real people? Yes, Facebook is a private company, but have they become too big, too powerful? 65% of America uses one of Meta's products. Therefore, they have direct influence over 2/3 of the country. This resulted in Facebook getting slammed in the media, specifically blaming them for spreading political misinformation that they believe led to the election of Donald Trump.
I was really worried from the
I could see that.
Basically becoming this sort of decider of what is true in the world, right? That's like kind of a crazy position to be in for billions of people using your service.
So the company invested in a complicated bureaucratic operation of independent third-party fact-checkers globally who are certified through the Nonpartisan International Fact-Checking Network. Unfortunately, this system wasn't deemed to be good enough or accepted by really anyone, but more specifically the US government. So they called Mark Zuckerberg in for a congressional hearing in regards to Facebook's privacy and use and abuse of data.
Damn.
And this could not have gone any worse for Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, why is that?
His robotic speech was worse than ever. He was looking incredibly nervous, looking like he had to remind himself that humans have to blink and drink water occasionally. He sat on a booster seat to make himself appear taller. His face was...
Really? He really sat on a booster seat? Come on now, dog. Come on now, dog. There's no way you actually sat on a booster seat. There ain't no way. Come on. I like how everything else he said, I was like listening to, and then I heard booster seat. It like snapped me back. Like I heard everything like booster seat. Like really, booster seat. My mind is like going 1,000 miles per minute, but like, damn, bro, a booster seat. I can't believe that.
His eyebrows were non-existent. He had a terrible haircut, and there was no soul in his eyes.
Nope.
He looked like an avatar of himself, and it was creepy. But what he said was even worse than how he looked.
Oh,
Senator,
what's that?
I think as a general principle, I think protecting minors and protecting their privacy is extremely important. And we do a number of things on Facebook to do that already, which I'm happy to get
And I appreciate. I'm talking about a law. I'm talking about a law. Would you support a privacy bill of rights for kids where opt-in is the standard? Yes or no?
Senator, I think that that's an important principle. And
I appreciate that.
And I think we should.
Do we need a law to protect those children? That's my question to you. Do you believe we need a law to do so? Yes or no?
Senator, I'm not sure if we need a law, but I think that this is certainly a thing that deserves a lot of discussion.
I couldn't disagree with you more. We're leaving.
Like usual, he couldn't give a straight answer.
Yeah, I might say
professional.
There was no yes or no, just him. Yeah, he kind of is professional at that. Holy shit. There's no yes or no.
Corporate question dodger.
Do they provide the same service you provide?
In different ways. Different parts of it, yes.
This way. If I buy a Ford and it doesn't work well and I don't like it, I can buy a Chevy. If I'm upset with Facebook, what's the equivalent product that I can go sign up for?
Well, there's the second category that I was going to talk about.
I'm not talking about categories. I'm talking about, is there real competition you face?
Yes, Senator. The average American uses 8 different apps to communicate with their friends and stay in touch with people.
Yeah.
Ranging from texting apps to email.
The same service you provide.
Well, we provide a number of different services.
Is Twitter the same as what you do?
It overlaps with a portion of what we do.
You don't think you have a monopoly?
It certainly doesn't feel like that to me.
Okay. So after 5 hours of...
Damn, bro. I don't know why I'm so interested in this. I really am, though. Holy shit. Like, I never thought I'd be interested in the speech. I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen this at all. I'm pretty sure this happened like a few years ago. But yeah.
Painstaking investigation, the American people learned basically nothing about how Facebook works, what they do with user data, and it did not immediately result in changes in legislation. However, in regards to the Cambridge Analytica scandal, in 2019, the Federal Trade Commission fined Facebook $5 billion for privacy violations. Facebook stole more data, and the government got a payday.
It's tough to be at the other end.
They did?
What was it like? Well, it's not good. I think. Well, the thing that I think is actually the toughest, though, is it's global, right? So, and really, when you think about it, the U.S. government should be defending its companies. I do think that the American technology industry is a bright spot in the American economy. I think it's a strategic advantage for the United States that we have a lot of the strongest companies in the world. I think it should be part of the U.S.'s strategy going forward to defend that.
But it was about to get worse.
Oh,
if you thought the world was chaotic during the 2016 election, it pales in comparison to the 2020 pandemic. People were locked inside, petrified of getting sneezed on, the virus death toll seemed to be exponentially increasing, and different information came out every day about the proper protocol to stop the spread.
Right.
Zuckerberg 100% confirmed suspicions that the government was pushing a controlled narrative about the pandemic.
While they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who is basically arguing against it. And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were true. Right, I mean, they basically pushed us and said anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down.
They did, though. I ain't gonna lie, they did have side effects. Did I take it? No, but I didn't ask to. That's mostly why. I probably should have asked to, but it's like, I don't know. It's just weird as like me. Think about it. I was like just starting high school at the time that the pandemic was going on, so. Me online always like hearing different shit about it, you know, people saying get it, people saying don't get it. I was very confused, so I just first off, I didn't even go anywhere. Like, I never went anywhere in the first place. I still don't go nowhere now except school and work. But like, even so, it was like I didn't have a job at that time, and plus we were online for school, so I technically went nowhere at that time. So I was like, there's no point for me to get a vaccine if literally I'm not going anywhere, or I'm never around anybody. So I was like, there's no point. So did I? No. I still don't go nowhere, for real. So I haven't got sick. I haven't got the coronavirus. And it's like what? It's been 4 years ever since it first started. So I mean, I'm doing pretty good now.
We're not going to do that. like we're clearly not going to do that. I mean,
Never got it.
That is inarguably
surprisingly.
Now, at the time, if you thought,
but not surprisingly, because I still don't go nowhere,
you would have been called a conspiracy theorist. But today, Mark seemingly has the confidence to criticize the U.S. government, specifically criticizing the Biden administration after they lost the 2024 election.
These people from the Biden administration would call up our team and like scream at them and curse, and it's like these documents it's all kind of out there.
This is what "I'm sorry, I want to be on the winning side" looks like. Many people believe that Zuckerberg is pandering to the renaissance of private citizens demanding less censorship and less government control over information, and he's shifting all of the blame to the Biden administration that is no longer in power and being like, oh my god, the government is so corrupt, right guys? But he isn't just blaming the government. He is also blaming the third-party fact-checking organization he hired for being too biased. This has resulted in a major change in content policy on Facebook.
First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes, similar to X.
I'm about to say, isn't that basically what X do? Community notes, but Elon Musk is so fucking stupid, bro. This nigga got community noted because he was over here talking about Asmongold editors, bro. Like I don't know what he thought an editor was like for a YouTuber, bro. I think he thought of it like a news story or some shit like that. But yeah, Elon Musk really got fact checked by his own shit. Nigga's an idiot. I'm not gonna lie. He even took away where people can see likes because he got caught watching porn. Weirdo.
After Trump first got elected in 2016,
Twitter was bad before and after. I don't know if it's worse after. I think it's worse after. He took over X
without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US.
One of Meta's fact-checking partners responded to this saying they used Meta's tools to submit fact checks and followed Meta's rules that prevented the group from fact-checking politicians. Meta ultimately decided how to respond to the fact checks, adding warning labels, limiting the reach of some content, or even removing the posts.
Damn.
This again just furthered the idea for people that he is trying to absolve himself or his employees of any blame for being a part of the machine used to control narratives, amplify hate, suppress facts,
definitely a part of that.
Divide Americans. And whether or not this is a clever smokescreen or a genuine concern, it is clear that Mark does understand some major shifts in public discourse.
They trust the creators and the voices that they feel like are being
authentic. Hear this echo,
and
bro?
giving them valuable information on there. So there's, I think, going to be just this whole new class of creators who basically become the new kind of cultural elites that people look at and are like, okay, these are the people who give it to me straight. I think that's a thing that is maybe it's possible because of social media.
But why does Mark all of a sudden feel like he needs to speak out against these issues?
To save face, to get the people back on his side. That's what I would think.
He says it's not because of the election, but then immediately contradicts that by saying how they tried to make company decisions based on whatever the mainstream opinion is.
I mean, at this point, I think a lot of people look at this is like a purely political thing. It's because they kind of look at the timing and they're like, hey, well, you're doing this right after the election. It's like, okay, I try not to change our content rules right in the middle of an election either, right? It's like there's not a great time to do this. It's,
right. And you want to do it a year later.
Yeah, it's like there's no good time to do it. There's, and whatever time is going on, there's going to be the good thing about doing it after the election is you get to take this kind of cultural pulse as like, okay, where are people right now and how are people thinking about it? We try to have policies that reflect mainstream discourse.
Shifting gears after an election cycle isn't exclusive to Facebook. Businesses of this size are always cautiously straddling the fine line between opposing ideologies, doing their best to stay attractive in a turbulent political climate.
Yeah, I get that.
But many believe that the only reason his perfectly timed shift in ideology is even remotely believable is because of his physical transformation, that this is all a highly calculated PR campaign.
I think so too.
Buy a single word he is saying if it was coming from the empty-eyed, pale-skinned, horrible haircut, and robotic speech Mark Zuckerberg. The last time he tried to relate to us mortals, it made him look less human than ever.
I like racing.
Do you?
I don't know how many of you guys like doing that, but that's, I feel like all these activities, grilling meats, racing cars, are probably two of the most fun things that you can do.
So yeah.
So he traded in the prim and proper cut for some modern messy curls.
Yeah, I could tell, bro. I mean, he looks better with this. I think he's still ugly, but but I think he looks better with this than this. This just looks ew.
Replace the boring gray shirts for an oversized boxy fit streetwear tee and a long gold chain. But it doesn't stop at the surface. Mark even ditched the sedentary office lifestyle for the action-packed world of mixed martial arts, training with some of the most lethal fighters in the world.
Wasn't he supposed to fight Elon Musk? Was he? I think so.
He often posts his black eyes and injuries, and even says that he would like to one day compete in a real MMA match. Suddenly, he becomes less of an enigma and more like someone you might meet at a local gym, grappling with the same struggles and setbacks as any aspiring athlete. He has expressed a newfound love for hunting. He even vowed that he will only eat meat that he has killed himself.
What?
And with this
That's crazy.
transformation, Mark thinks he has you fooled. He thinks that you can't tell that this is a PR campaign.
But when you're
This
fighting,
definitely
it's
is.
like, no, that's like, I think in some ways when people see me competing in the sport, they're like, oh no, that's the real Mark. It's like, because it goes back to all the media training stuff we were talking about when I'm going and giving my sound bites for 2 minutes. It's like, no, it's like, fuck that guy. It's like, that's the real one.
But why does he need you to like him or trust him? He is nearly the richest man in the world. He has over 3 billion people using his products. What more could he possibly need?
That is true, Patrick. What more could he possibly need, bro? Please tell me. I want to know. What, do you know the answer? I need to know. Because if you're that rich, why do you give a shit? Why do you care? Is it like your pride? You just want everybody to like you? Like, what's going on, bro?
Well, it could be argued that he is only now contributing to the narrative that our current world is borderline dystopian in hopes that those listening will flee to a world that he created. A world that he calls the metaverse.
The metaverse. I totally forgot about that dumb shit, bro. Listen, bro, the only thing I would play on VR is VR chat. I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know how VR chat been nowadays. I've not been on that shit in forever. I need to buy the third Oculus. I do. Does that mean I'm giving him more money? Yeah. Do I care? I want to get an Index. Ooh, an Index do sound good. That way I can like play on my PC. That would be fun, bro. I want an Index. I want like a full motion capture. But that shit costs a lot. Like full body motion cap. That costs a lot. I ain't gonna lie. So probably not. If not soon. It's gonna be like have to be like later in life.
Zuckerberg rebranded the company as Meta on October 28th, 2021, and conveniently during the heat of the pandemic, he revealed a new plan for an embodied internet experience, explaining it as a way to be inside of or one with the content, rather than viewing it on a screen.
All right, perfect.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Mark. What's up, Mark? Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
In true Zuckerberg fashion, he didn't create the metaverse. He just stole the name to make everyone think it was his brainchild. The metaverse is more of a general description of any immersive virtual world where people can work, play, and socialize.
Yeah.
Roblox and VR chat are considered metaverse platforms.
What? Roblox? I mean, wait, Roblox. Yeah, Roblox. VR chat.
Facebook's version is called Meta Horizon Worlds.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought they owned those two too. I was about to say, no fucking way they own those two. I didn't hear about this. I never ever been in this, by the way. Never. And I had MetaQuest. MetaQuest. Ugh. Oculus Quest, bro. I don't like saying MetaQuest.
And it's an abysmal failure. Most people
Am I still
think
recording?
this is just a
Okay,
bad
good,
video
bro.
game with no
Holy
storyline,
shit.
no purpose, and horrible graphics.
I mean, it doesn't look like
Mark
it.
Zuckerberg genuinely believes that this is the future of human civilization, that we will all one day work, socialize, and play in this reality that he created. But it's not working. After investing $36 billion into this new venture, Horizon was only used...
billion? How much money did the GTA 6 cost? I guess I shouldn't compare it to VR, but still. GTA 6. I don't know if it has like an exact answer. $2 billion. And how much did he say? So this game, holy shit. I don't think I should compare it to VR, but that's kind of crazy. It looks like, but the VR shit looks like that, and yet, you know, like that's just a lot of money down the drain. That shit could have been used for charity at that point. Like, what?
By about 200,000 monthly users.
By the way, I cannot wait to do charity streams.
Since then, it's been
when I get bigger.
Drastically.
It'd be
they
so
got
fun.
So desperate for new users that in August of 2024, they lowered the age gate to 10-year-olds, hoping to get the unsupervised
10-year-olds
addicted to his platform. But despite VR not going exactly to plan, Meta recently launched Orion, their augmented reality glasses that merge the digital and physical landscape.
This is a thing? I didn't know this was a thing. Unlike MetaQuest, well, when was the last time I seen the ad? It's been a minute. To be honest, I've used YouTube Premium, so obviously I've not seen an ad in a minute, so that's probably why I didn't know about this. But at the same time, it's like I should have saw it on like Instagram or some stupid shit, you know, because even they own Instagram. I'm surprised I didn't see it on Instagram. Like what?
Skate.
Because right now, because I mean, right now we have our phones, but we're like it takes you away from like the physical environment around you. You're kind of like sucked into this little screen. I think now in the future, our computing platform, as it becomes more of like a glasses or eventually contact lens form factor, the internet is going to get overlaid on the physical world.
And if you can get past the big goofy frames,
this
does seem like really cool technology that has been glamorized in sci-fi movies for decades. But all it took was a couple motivated college students to show the dystopian dangers that these glasses provide.
We built glasses that let you identify anybody on the street.
To use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
And after a few seconds, their personal information.
Whoa. His address popped up. Whoa. Yeah. Destroy all those glasses right now. Yeah, we do not need this technology. I'm not gonna lie.
On your phone.
Right. This is me volunteering. June Lee, right? Yeah. Oh, this photo was great. This is like from.
You're from Bergen County Academies?
Yeah.
Your Korean name is Ju-eun?
If that's what two bored college students could create, imagine what a $268 billion company could do.
I know,
but
right?
The only thing Zuckerberg believes in more than the metaverse is artificial intelligence. Mark dubbed 2023 the year of efficiency, with Meta relying on more and more AI, which has resulted in tremendous layoffs. 86,482 people worked for Meta in 2022. Today, 67,317 people work there. That is 19,195 layoffs.
That's a lot of layoffs.
Decrease in the workforce. But Zuckerberg thinks that this is actually a positive thing for humanity.
Fuck
no.
no.
We'll have more time to be creative.
A lot of the code in our apps and
that's bullshit.
The
what?
AI that we generate is actually going to be built by AI.
The AI is taking their jobs.
I think that
they took your jobs.
My view on this is like the future. People
South Park is so stupid, bro. I love South Park.
Up to do kind of crazy things.
And despite his relentless push for more AI and VR, despite him leading the charge to fuse computers and humans together so that they are one master species, the scariest thing that Mark Zuckerberg is doing is spending all of his time learning the most primal human skills. Take one scroll on Mark's Instagram and he is constantly posting from his isolated island ranch in the middle of the ocean, hunting, fishing, raising cattle, and learning how to defend himself. It's almost like he is preparing for a catastrophic event.
I know,
he
right?
spent $187 million on 1,600 acres of land on the island of Kauai. This island is also not dependent on tourism, which means that it is currently self-sustaining and survivable. But even if it's not, he is building a 5,000 square foot underground bunker complete with its own energy and food supplies.
I mean, that's kind of raw. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he got a bunker. I make a shit, bro. If I had that much money, I'd make a bunker too. Let's be honest. Just in case. Just in case.
He even
the things in the world are starting to heat up, so just in case.
Shared a video to his Instagram of a massive movie theater built underground, so at least he won't be bored.
You do have a bunker there. Is there something you know that we don't?
No, I think that's just like a little shelter under. It's like a basement.
A little shelter. What are you worried about?
A billionaire who can artificially control the information of 3 billion people is not your friend. Mark likely doesn't want to connect with others in the metaverse.
I don't think so either.
He does want you and your kids there. And the money that you make for him will be used to keep himself isolated on one of the most beautiful, resource-abundant wonders of the world. He will spend the rest of his days having deep conversations with friends, singing songs to his children around a campfire, cooking feasts for his pack using antibiotic-free cattle that they raised, and fresh produce with 0 chemicals and preservatives. He will hunt, fish, fight, and learn how to build things with his hands. He will breathe fresh air, drink fresh water, and enjoy all the precious God-given resources in an age-old utopia. You, on the other hand, will own nothing, live in perpetual debt.
Oh, that's me right now. I'm broke, bro. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. I haven't eaten in weeks. I ain't gonna lie, I ate today. But like, jeez, America sucks.
Artificial intelligence will operate as an untouchable ruling class, controlling every facet of existence, optimizing society for profit while suppressing what little remains of human autonomy. You will be trapped in a dystopian hellscape, and you will love it.
No, I hate it right now. Great video, Patrick. I have not seen your ass in a while, so I'm happy I got to watch that Package CC video, bro. It's been forever. I miss watching this shit. But yeah, well, we're done. So yay! 46 minutes, damn. But I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Keeping the daily uploads going somehow. It's been like 2 weeks. I don't even know how I'm doing it. I'm really sleepy. Like, I'm really sleepy, bro. So I don't know how I'm really keeping this up. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day, great night, whatever the fuck it is. Well, yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye.